Howdy YouTube, I'm the Soft Man, and welcome back to some more Omnifactory. We've done an entire episode's worth of thing, and I never pressed record. Either that or there was something wrong with my record button. So let's go through what we did in the last episode. To be honest, guys, it was literally just me running around trying to find out how to make gallium. It was so goddamn difficult. But now I know how to do it. We're back. Hello. Shed, tell me what you've done in between, last episode, but wasn't an episode.
This. I have a basic distillery.
Yep.
Which actually makes use of all that oil sand we have kicking about.
Nice.
And turns it into sulfuric heavy fuel. Eventually we'll get a boiler that will use that sulfuric heavy fuel to power, give us better power, basically.
Yep. Which boiler is it, by the way?
The large boiler.
Ah, the large bronze
so
boiler.
It'll be another multi-block job, but...
Yeah, but definitely worth it. Oh, Daniel's gone.
Yeah, I heard you two lagging like crazy. So, yeah.
You've dropped. And then, yep.
And I've made a basic brewery, which is making us biomass.
Nice.
Which is going to be useful for making plastic eventually. I'm going to turn that into ethanol once I can empty this distillery out of the sulfuric heavy fuel.
Yep.
I need a tank for that first, though.
And then plastic. Can you make plastic with this? How do you make plastic with it? I'm trying to find. In the distillation tower? No. That makes ethanol.
How do I make what with it?
You said it's useful for making plastic, the biomass.
Oh, that's just what the quest book said. I don't really know how it works, but somewhere down the quest line it'll work.
I see. And Daniel, he would show us what he's done. He's actually done a couple of things, which is
centrifuge.
The basic centrifuge, which I'm actually going to be using today with the crushed bauxite that I have here. I do believe we can centrifuge this. Do I have to wash it first?
Do we still have fluid pipes kicking about?
No. I think I used them for the thing downstairs.
And you didn't make any more?
No. Small piles of gallium.
Oh, guess what?
Dust.
That's not good enough, is it?
It's not.
It's not good enough.
I agree. Small pile of gallium. I swear to God. Tiny piles of gallium. I literally had this recipe just a second ago. Oh, impure pile of bauxite dust, which I think, yes, okay. Right, we can make this, guys. Woo! We need gallium. The main reason why why I'm looking at gallium, guys, is because if we take a look at the early game tab here, I made robot arms. We did a few of the other quests and stuff like that in here. I apologise, we didn't catch that on camera, but there you go. I'm looking at the LV assembly machine because this is going to be a hell of a lot easier to make circuits, and circuits are such a pain in my crack at the moment. So LV assembly machine is exactly what we're trying to go towards. Gallium is what we need.
Now this may work, it may not. We shall see.
What are you doing? What are you working about with?
Why is that not doing out?
I need a hammer. There we go. Fantastic. 60 impure piles.
Right, this takes some picking up.
Which we can shove in the centrifuge and finally get some gallium. Oh, if we've done it. Done? You doing shit? All right, I see. Oh my God, you're going into hell.
Not connecting? Why is it not connecting?
Because you need the thing at multi. There's a tank controller. There, look, multi-block fluid tank valve. I think that's what you need. You need a valve so it goes in and out of. I could be wrong, but I presume that that's the case.
It would make sense. Right, well, that's fairly easy to make them.
Gallium dust has been achieved. Was that a quest?
I want a bronze thingy bobbing me thread. Bronze pipe, 6 bronze plates.
So I'm looking. It was the diodes that I wanted the tiny piles for. This thing. Tiny piles of gallium dust. My goodness gracious me. And I've just made massive dusts out of that one.
Who's crushing all the bauxite?
Me. I've changed it all into actual gallium, and I need tiny piles of it.
I'll use the alloy smelter actually, it'll be just as easy.
There we go, tiny piles of gallium dust. My goodness, that took a lot longer than what it should have done. And we're only 5 minutes into the episode, so there we go.
Good stuff. Not like we've done a whole episode between episodes.
No. Oh, I can't believe that happened. I literally cannot believe it. It's the first time in a while that has happened though, so. Right, I'm gonna put this up here. And we need some glass, actually. Need glass, shed. Which means I need sand. Oh my lord.
There's a little bit of glass. Oh, I've got a little bit here if you want some. How much do you need?
I think it's panes that I'm after. Have we got some in there, actually?
Here, look, there's 7 glass there. Is enough to make some glass pens.
Nice one, thank you. Yeah, I've got some in here already.
Hammer file. Sounds like a TV show. Hammer file.
A hammer file. Oh, there we go. Diodes have been achieved. That can go in there with them.
Are you back now, Daniel?
Are you back in?
No, I restarted Minecraft because refreshing this thing, the list, and clicking on it wouldn't do it.
I need 16 million primitive circuits. No, I don't. I need 8 primitive circuits. Jesus. That makes 3. What have I run out of? Paper, of course. Oh, I can't wait until we get the assembly machine and this will be done for us. All we need to do is put the stuff in.
Did you use all that glass?
No, I haven't used any of it, in fact. It should be in the primitive circuit bit. I put it in there. Wait, what? Missing paper?
I think I'm back.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm back.
Wrong
There
one.
we go.
That's why. 25. I did not mean to make 25 of them. However, that would be good. You're back.
25
Nice. What am I missing here then? Wrought iron plates? No, there's some plates there.
Yeah.
Vacuum. Red ally cable. That's what I'm missing. But luckily, we've got loads up here. 4 primitive circuits. We've got enough vacuum tubes. We've got enough of them resistors. We're missing paper. Fine copper wire. Really? Okay. Let's get some more copper wire. Right, I'm going to be making some of the assembly machine, so don't nick some of the stuff that's in this. In fact, I'm going to keep it on my inventory. I need 4 red ally cables, and they've disappeared as well. Oh.
I need a crescent hammer. Crescent.
Right, so that's that. Right, I've got that, I've got that. I think I can make one of these. Nice.
Chris, because you're the man that knows things,
Yes? Alright, at least I
why
try.
is this still not outputting?
I don't know.
Oh.
Don't know things. Is it, yeah, extract? There, look. You got the redstone mode as never active, and you want it as always active. So just change the redstone.
Right.
Just change it around and see if that works. If it doesn't work, have a look at the other side, and then I don't know after that. Did it work, Chad?
It's taken some of the stuff out. It's in the fluid duct, but it's not going into the tank.
Hmm.
Nice spiders.
They're doing my head in.
Just
I could just hear them.
even though the torches. There's so many torches all over the place.
They're behind here,
I need
Daniel.
one more.
Yeah, there's so many torches. Oh no, I've got to get out of here. I'm lagging. I don't want to die.
Coal dust. God damn it, coal dust.
My phone's on data, so I'm talking fine, but
Ah, right.
my character is proper
not.
lagged out.
It's not fine at all.
At all, at all.
Yeah, you've lagged out. Primitive cells,
don't
resistor.
think-
Right, beautiful. 4 of them. That should be the 2 primitive processors. My god, that took a lot longer than I wanted it to. Apparently, the LV assembly machine isn't actually even open as a quest to do. Why? That's the question. Why? Conveyor. I can literally make this thing. Oh, I ain't got the conveyor modules.
Well, I don't understand why that's not
Rubber
working.
sheets.
I have no idea.
6 rubber sheets. 4 electric motors. And 1 tin cable. I can do this.
When you've done that, can you come and figure this out for me?
1 tin cable. I'll have a look, but I don't know that mod. I literally do not know that mod. Right, 2 conveyors, LV machine hull, and another tin wire. Beautiful. LV machine hull. Oh, for crying out loud, I had one there, and it's gone. LV machine hull. Machine casing. Machine hull. Beautiful. Okay. Assembling machine. Has been achieved. I've done the assembling machine. I have it. It's here. But I don't understand why the quest is not open for it when I can quite clearly still do it. It's saying we need the first tier 2 circuits.
Don't know.
It requires the first tier 2 circuits. Where is that? It's there. Oh, sphalerite. I did not look at this! Ah! Throwing impure piles of sphalerite into cauldrons is the first way of obtaining sphalerite, which can be electrolyzed as a good source of gallium. The zinc and sulfur you get from doing this would be quite useful as well. Sphalerite ore spawns in zinc veins. So sphalerite is zinc. Interesting. Interesting to know. However... Wait a second. Right, what's going on here then? Let's have a quick gander.
I don't know. It's gone into the conduit, but it's not going into the tank.
Insert. It mustn't.
Oh,
Got
does
rid of
that?
the spiders.
I honestly don't know, Shed. This is something that it says. Like, I'm looking at the tank valve, and it says 6/120.
Oh, no, it has emptied now. It has done it. I had to right-click it with a wrench to make it a multi-block.
Oh my god! Ah!
But it's not. There's nothing in it.
If you hover over the fluid tank valve, there is.
Yeah, but why is it not in the
it's in
tank
there.
then? If it's in the
I
valve,
don't know. I assume that fills and then it goes into the tank. So
I would presume it did it the other way around. It put it into the tank first. I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
We've got a spider problem.
We have got a massive spider problem.
It's the room next to it. I just look up and there's like 20 spiders in the room. It's not the spawner room.
We need
I
to.
don't know
We'll
this.
clean that out at some point.
Ah!
Right, what did I need for that quest? Sphalerite dust. Literally just sphalerite dust. Oh, sphalerite. Do we have sphalerite in here? I don't know if we do or not. We
I don't
do! Oh, we had it in there.
I'm so confused where the spiders come from.
It's much quieter now. So have you got rid of
I
them?
killed all of them, but I don't know where they came from. Let's see if I can jump up to it. Oh!
Oh, have you got a bucket, Shed? Just one. Have you
Daniel,
got...
it's It's a tank block. It's not open.
Yeah, it's.
Oh,
can't
I
get
didn't
through.
see that.
Have you got a bucket, Shed? Just chuck it on me, please.
I think I was spawning in this room next to it because it was too dark. And the spawners somehow kept spawning in that room. It should be fine now.
That's on. That's off. Okay, brilliant. Bouquet. I will get this goddamn quest done. So we put that in there. We get out our crushed sphalerite ore. We shove that in here.
Can I have my bouquets back when you're done, please?
Yeah. That's that one. And to make sphalerite dust, I smack that with a hammer. Okay. Easy enough done. Sphalerite dust. Beautiful. That's the quest.
Whoa!
And
Whoa.
that's that one. And we've done the next one along to it because the primitive processor, your first tier 2 circuits require 4 tier 1 circuits plus a diode made with gallium to craft. We've done that. That took 5 million years. But then, early game, LV assembly machine has been done. Ho ho ho! Beautiful
Jesus.
stuff.
Oh
And
my
that's that one.
god.
We need to add this to the massive thing of machines that we've got going on here. So I need some more conductive iron wire.
So I mean, if we
got
can
some
get this
spare.
working with this fuel and this power, and we can get some decent power, we've got a pretty much infinite source because we've got that much oil sands,
Yeah, exactly.
and there is that much more down there.
Yeah. Exactamundo, my friend. Conductive iron cable. Right, let's make that into 4 times cable.
Did you use that glass yet?
Nope, I haven't touched it. So what we'll do is we'll continue going around. In fact, the power all comes from down there, so I don't need to, I can stick to the wall with this bit.
Wait, how do you get aluminium?
Very difficult. No, you shove... I can't remember what it was now. What to give us? Oh, clay dust in the electrolyzer. Is it the electrolyzer, Shed?
Yeah.
Clay dust in the electrolyzer. That gives you 2 pieces of aluminium dust, which you then put into the input bus on this big blast furnace.
Ah, that's why, Chris. Look,
What?
the multi-block now.
Oh my god, what is that? Ah,
So it outputs. Obviously, it starts from the bottom. No, it's here.
yeah, lovely.
Start from the bottom now here.
Ah, I see. Right, nice. Nice.
So I've got that working now. At last.
Right, we've got the assembly machine in. Oh my lord, this is going to change our life forever. I'm telling you right now. So to make primitive circuits now, it should be slightly cheaper. Where's the primitive? There they are. Primitive circuits. Oh no, the primitive circuits are exactly the same recipe. However, that's the first tier 1 circuit. Do we seriously... There's no other way to craft them? Oh wait, we can use other things in the recipes rather than the primitive circuits, can't we? Yes. So if we look at, I don't know, the centrifuge that Daniel's just made, it requires these. So there's either a primitive circuit that you can use, electronic circuits, or refined circuits.
Do you want the electrolyzer, Daniel?
Yeah.
Just take that oil sands out. It don't need to be in there. It's alright. It can wait.
I just need to get us
heck is
2
that?
clay dusts. I'm just trying to make a satchel with aluminium.
The heck is phenolic substrate? Oh, we need a chemical reactor for that.
Bing.
Right, refined circuit. That requires tin,
Don't think it's working.
transistor, capacitor.
Is it because there's oil in there?
God.
I need to take the oil out. Maybe.
Is
I'm-
it?
There is oil in there, yeah.
This is
I am
insane.
slowly taking it out.
I thought the assembly machine would make things easier. It did not. Oh my lord! We need cutting saws and like all sorts of different things
lovely.
to be able to do that.
Lovely,
Multi-smelter, MV assembling machine. Ah.
I know, it depends on how much clay dust I need. Some of
This is
these recipes are different.
brewery.
It's... How much clay dust is it?
7 clay dust.
Oh, I should tell me that.
7 clay dust
Okay, I
is
need
all
5
together.
more.
I can't believe it.
Uh,
That thing. Right, I'm going to say this now, and I think it's probably a good thing to say. There's not a great deal that we can show on episodes because it takes so long to be able to create one particular thing that doing it all on one episode is not. It doesn't seem to be doing. You know what I mean? Like it's not easy, and certainly for you guys, it's going to get quite boring just sitting here watching the sort of run around trying to craft all of these different things. So what I'm going to suggest, and feel free to disagree with me here, guys, is we start working on through some of the things that are in the quest book off camera, just because it's going to make things a lot easier. So what I've just looked at with the assembling machine there, we need, according to this thing, for the... Where is it now? Say, for example, we were going to do one of these electronic circuits, and this is how we were going to create some electronic circuits. We would need to be able to create resistors, which we can do in the assembler now, which is absolutely fantastic. Fine copper wire is easy enough to do, but then we're going to start to get into some of these other bits and bobs. So we need some aluminium foil, some polyethylene sheets to make capacitors. And then this phenolic substrate, which we need a chemical reactor. I mean, by this point, guys, you know how we make things. So we can just do a chemical reactor off camera. We can get something sorted. And then we can come back, possibly, next episode, with a setup that can completely do these processes just from scratch. So we have all the everything available to us so that we can make these processes much easier. There's no point in me coming back next episode and trying to work through how to make a... Look, the central processing unit here requires a cutting saw and water and all that sort of stuff. It's going to take hours to be able to set up some form of process that we can get these circuits from. So that's what I'm going to suggest. What do you reckon, guys?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
We go off. We create something that will allow us to do these circuits much easier, and then we come back when we've created that process, so that we can show people. You just have to put this in here because it's gonna require liquids being moved around. It's gonna require a whole load of things being moved around and sorted out and stuff like that. So. Nice one, Shed. Looking spiffing. I mean, the background is a bit pants, but we'll have to go back and...
Well, yeah.
Oh, here
I
we
don't
go,
know how
actually.
to use the blast furnace, because it will help me.
Yeah, easy. Chris, you need to hit it with the rubber hammer. Have you still got the rubber hammer?
Oh,
Because
man,
you disabled the working on it, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Because otherwise it sucks millions and millions of power. Just give me 1 second to get rid of this chesticle.
Why is it aluminium needed for a satchel? I don't even need to crate it though, so
That
I can
looks
just
better.
keep the aluminium.
Right.
I just need 2 on me.
There you go, Daniel. There's a rubber hammer. Just right-click the machine and it'll say... instead of working paused, it'll say idling. There you go. And you put your aluminium dust in there. Takes a while. Warning, machine needs more energy. I think we turned it off down here. No? Maybe? Possibly?
Probably using
No, I turned it on.
It's nearly done. 50% on the next dust.
Oh, I think we needed to...
Is it because we're using these other machines at the same
time?
time?
No, I think we put the... possibly, and also, you turned it on and didn't let the power sort of like fill back up. So it could be that.
I did it anyway. Wait, why is it in progress? I already did.
It goes backwards
does it make
if it
more?
doesn't have... Wait, where's the output?
I got 2
Oh, you've
ingots.
got the ingot, yeah. There is another
Does
ingot
it
in
make
that top
more?
chest over there. There's one more ingot over the top chest.
What is it making then?
You
'Cause
put
I
two.
two dust in.
Yeah, you put
So
two
what is
dust
it?
in, so it's going to make 2.
But it's already made two, so what is it doing now?
Are you sure
We'll
it's
wait
meant
and
to?
see.
Yeah. We're all just stood around the blast furnace, wondering what's going on with
Is it gonna
life.
explode? What?
Progress to explosion. Oh man, I'd just quit.
I would.
swear.
This machine will self-destruct
Why are we
in
waiting
10%.
for this? Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting?
Why
Why are we waiting?
are we waiting?
What's the first
Thought I made 3. Why did it
making?
make 3? Okay, I
You must have
stopped
put 3 in.
I put 2 in.
I don't know.
Oh, who did the background?
Me. I did it.
I paused it. Okay, who want the hammer? Who want the hammer?
Chris has the hammer.
You take it.
No, you can keep it.
I
Keep
don't
it
want the hammer.
There's another aluminium ingot in here as well if you needed it for whatever reason.
Nah, I needed 2.
Right, so
I need-
that's
yeah.
that's what we're gonna do. I think we'll
I'll
go.
shove that back in.
We will go now at the end of this episode. 25 minutes. That's a decent length anyway. We'll come back next episode where hopefully we'll have some form of process being going on. I like this tank here. I like this, and I like the fact that it works how it does. It might be worth having like multiple different tanks in a room somewhere, possibly,
Yeah.
where we can
Well,
sort of
because
whitelist and blacklist
You have
stuff.
to click to make them into multi-blocks. Obviously they don't automatically connect.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
So I'm hoping that we'll do something like that. We'll get a lot of stuff done. Oh, nice. To end the episode off.
I didn't make
right
it,
there.
which I'm glad I didn't because I don't want to waste this aluminium.
You didn't make it. Oh, you
Nah.
just got the stuff together to do it.
Yeah,
Nice
so
one.
there's still 4 aluminium right.
Nice. That was pretty good thinking from you there, Daniel.
Well
good
played,
thinking.
yeah.
I don't know
Well
why
played.
it always says you got the
GG.
back. I didn't have a
We're
back.
gonna do these. We're gonna do this LV fluid solidifier and fluid extractor off camera, as well as the mixer that we've got down here, because that'll be useful. You know how Greg Tech machines work by now. We don't need to keep showing you how to craft these things in an episode. What we'll do is we'll come back next episode with some progress to actually show you guys. I think that would be a good way of doing these particular episodes. We'll come back,
shout.
show the progress. Make something before the episode starts so that we can say, right, like the blast furnace, for instance, we'll come back and we'll have something in our inventory to be able to work on, set up, and show you the progress. Then work on whatever it is that we've got the machine, the machine parts to be able to make it, and then there you go. I think that's how we'll do the episodes from now on, because I don't feel like we're getting anywhere in some of these episodes. We're doing a lot in between episodes and doing bugger all in the actual episode, which I don't want to do that. So I want to do the stuff in between episodes, show the progress, show something that we'll actually be working on for that specific episode, and then end the episode, rather than flying around trying to craft 9 million different things. But anyways, guys, I think that's probably a good idea, don't you think?
Good shout. Yeah,
Daniel,
I agree.
don't you think? Yeah, brilliant. So, until next time then, if you've enjoyed this episode, I don't know why you would, but if you have, then please go ahead and leave a like. It'd be fantastic. And we will see you guys next time. Until then, I have been the Toffman.
Shed man.
Miniman.
Stay safe.
Take it easy, guys.
Safe.